For most of my life, I would have never said that I struggled with high levels of stress or anxiety. But all that changed when I hit grad school, started working, and started having kids. In fact, I had my first anxiety attack a few years ago, which was a new one for me. I feel like there's never been a time in history when people are more overwhelmed, overcommitted, and overexposed. I know this is absolutely true for me. Overwhelmed. I find myself processing so much constantly. I'm making one decision after another. The pace of my life has never been faster. Technology, although makes life easier, has also made my life more complex, faster, and more difficult than ever to disconnect. My wife would tell you that I'm addicted to my phone, and I think she's right. I'm working on that. I'll grab it even without thinking and start scrolling and checking email. Overcommitted. I'm doing too much. Busyness has become a status symbol, hasn't it? I feel more accomplished when I can tell people I'm busy. Feels kind of messed up, doesn't it? I also don't want to miss out on anything, so I'm tempted just to say yes to everything, especially as it relates to professional and ministry opportunities. But then, next thing I know, my calendar is too full for date night with my wife. And lastly, we're overexposed. We're seeing so much. Smartphones are rewiring our brains. This plays out for me in a number of ways. I get an endless stream of notifications and news alerts, which keeps me from being able to focus on what or who is most important. If something happens on the other side of the world, I see it instantly with photo and video. And add on top of that social media where I am prone to endlessly scroll and simultaneously compare myself to others, that is a recipe for mental and spiritual disaster. Overwhelmed, overcommitted, and overexposed. What does all that lead me to? Honestly, it leaves me with less. Sleepless nights, at times a hopeless heart, a peaceless mind, and even a restless soul. Can anyone relate? Jesus in Matthew 11 gives us an invitation to a new way of living. Come to me, he says, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. That word rest is directly connected to restoration. Jesus wants to restore what's been depleted. Do you find yourself weary and burdened, running at 1,000,000 miles an hour, not able to keep up, feeling like you can't get a grip? Jesus invites you and I to come to him, to slow down, to take up his yoke, his rhythm, his pace, and his grace. Let your soul catch up to the going that is your life. Remember, your soul is at its best when you come to Jesus for rest. So give Jesus the space to help you restore your soul.